Hello. Let's have a look at the soloist version of Amazing Grace. I'll do a demo first and then we'll unpack it. Okay, welcome. I'm going to assume if you're learning this video, not just watching for inspiration, but if you're learning this video, then you've already done the accompaniment version of Amazing Grace. That will supercharge this learning process. So if you haven't and you do want to learn this material, just go back, press pause on this one and go back and do the accompaniment version first, and that will make what we're about to do so much easier. Okay, let's have a look at the elements now. The right hand from accompaniment gets translated into the left hand, so now all we do is just play all the basic chords in the left hand, C, and we can come up now for F before we went down for F, the reason being we didn't want to step on the territory of the melody, but in this case if we start here, one C below middle C, we can come up to F and up to G, and then that won't step on the melody that we're going to put here. So in the left hand we have our chords, we have our chord sequence, which I assume you've basically memorized to get to this video. What you could do initially is just practice making sure that the left hand has those chords. It might be, having chords in the left hand might be an unfamiliar thing, so definitely practicing that in, and then you could sing along, right? So amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. And just as with accompaniment, the process of doing that is helping lock the lyrics into the harmonies and make the next step, once we know the melody in the right hand, how to integrate those even easier. So let's have a look at the right hand now. This is essentially the new component for the soloist version. We're going to have what we're going to term, or I'm going to call, a grip. And that's the thumb is on G, the pinky is on G, and the 3 fingers, 2, 3, and 4 fingers are on C, D, and E. Now, we don't have to stay locked into that position. It's just that we can have the awareness of those notes inside our grip, so to speak, so we know where we are sitting on the piano. So the pinky can just relax. Most likely, unless you've got very small hands, you could probably sit relatively comfortable inside that grip, that component of the grip. So the first line is we're going to rock in the bottom 2 notes, and then we're going to do the triple from the top being that end of the piano, and then back to the top of the triple, and then slowly down the triple and home. So that basically is our first line, except for one adjustment. I'm going to teach it to you in increments. So let's just practice that. Rock in, triple, back to the top of the triple, work your way down nice and slow, and back home. Once you have that, we're going to add one extra note in. Before you finish at home, you're going to play with your thumb a passing note to go home. So now we'll do that. Rock in, triple, back to the top of the triple, work your way slowly down, passing note and home. And that is your first line. Practice that for as long as you need. Just get that in the hands, practice, however long it takes just to get comfortable with that component. When you're ready for the next step, because each step is based off the prior, it will give you an understanding to move to the next step. So it's very powerful to have one relatively confident in the fingers before you moving on. The memorization will come in time. Second line is we do the same thing. It's almost the same as the first line. We rock in, triple, back to the top of the triple, and in here what we're going to do is going to go down, but instead of fulfilling the second triple, we're going to go back up and go the top of our grip. So I'll do that second line again. Rock in like normal, triple, down and up, and if you say down and up, that might help it lock in for you as well. So there's our first 2 lines. I'll play that together now, first and second line. Now, hopefully you did the accompaniment version of this song, and if you did, you would have noticed that harmonically, the third line is the same as the first line, and often harmony follows, or melody follows harmony. They're very much interlinked, so there's relationships there. The more you see, right? And the more you understand, the easier everything gets. So the third line is identical to the first line melodically. The only difference is, instead of rocking into the bottom two notes, we're going to rock in at the top two notes, and then after that it's the same as the first line. So rock in and then go to the triple, back to the top of the triple, work your way slowly down, passing notes. So that's our third line. Rock in. So you might just want to practice the third sentence over and over and over again. And then you can slowly integrate sentence 1, 2, and 3. Third line. Now the fourth line, you already have it. It's the same as the first line minus 2 notes. You just don't do the last 2 notes. Here's the fourth line. So you just finish there rather than doing the passing note and home again. And that's it for the melody in the right hand. So practice your components separate, practice your chords, get the flow. You might even want to sing along just to kind of supercharge that experience. Then practice the melody in the right hand. You could even sing along if you wanted to at the same time. And then once you're confident with both hands separately, then it's about integrating it in. And the having done accompaniment, meaning you've been singing it for a while and playing it, you've got the lyrics and the harmonies kind of matched in, so you might find that it might just come together. But let's just sequence it now and notice where we do the together events. On the M for amazing, so that's our first together event. Sing, and here's the top of the triple for our second together event. Grace, how, and sweet, you'll notice, is our F chord. Sweet, the sound. So let the lead sheet and your experience of having sung it and playing the harmonies at the same time all start to integrate now to help you bring it together. That saved a wretch like me. And you might start noticing things like when I do a G note, oh, I'm doing a G chord. The more you see, the easier it is to lock in. And G again. Rock in at the top. Once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. And you could just play the left hand chord, or you could play the right hand melody note of a C note as well, just to bring it home. So there you have it. There's Amazing Grace, the soloist version. I'm really looking forward to posting more videos and adding layers in. And adding one idea at a time to create all these arrangements. So enjoy Amazing Grace, the solo version.